today, let's get ready for dove season and make our own dove bucket.
All right, so I'm going to make my own dove bucket for this season, okay? I'm going to paint this camouflage. I've got a screw-on top lid that I'm going to figure out a way to make a cushion for the top of it. But right now we're starting with the painting process. So I've got the bucket, I've got a light grain grit sandpaper, and then I've got some Rust-Oleum camouflage paints in lighter and darker colors. I already had some flat black, so I didn't buy that. But the first thing I want to do is I'm going to start sanding on this bucket, because I want to give the paint something to be able to grab onto. So I'm just going to give that a light going over. All right, so I scuffed it up. The next thing I need to do is I'm gonna have to clean it off to get all this dust and extra plastic off of here. So I got a wet paper towel. I'm just going over this to get the dust and the plastic shavings off. Dry before I apply any of the paint. So when hunting dove in the winter here, this is about what the vegetation is going to look like around most of the fields or at the edge of any sort of woods, anywhere that I might find some doves. So I'm going to take a look at this, and that's what I'm going to use to inspire the camouflage paint that I'm going to attempt on this bucket. If you notice towards the ground, it's darker. There's a lot more shade down there, and then you get these real light pieces of grass, and then further back you got the darker shadows and other colors. So we're gonna see if we can make this happen.
I didn't get it, but I started out with the light base coat of the lightest color of like sand tan or sand brown or whatever.
All right, so I went and pulled some of the grass that was around the bottom. I'm gonna use that kind of mask around the bottom of the bucket. Right around in there.
I'm just going around the bottom here, splashing some black on there, trying to create some shadow, and using the grass for a stencil. It's not rocket science, but try to keep the can 6 to 8 inches at least away.
Now I'm going to go over where I did the black part with some flat earth brown and using more grass.
This may not have actually been very necessary because the flat earth brown is pretty dark as well. So I would buy that instead of a can of black.
Now I got some of the taller grass. I'm going to do a darker layer and slowly lighten that up as well.
Now if I were also going to do this again, I would try to find a lighter brown, and I would not make such straight vertical and horizontal passes with the spray paint, and probably just get a little bit better with adjusting how much is coming out. But using the grass, the tighter you keep it on there and the closer you get the can to the grass, the more you can see the outline.
The fun of living in South Carolina is some pine needles are never more.
So I put a darker blotch of green, and then I took the lighter sand color brown and kind of sprayed over that to make the needles. Then I'm going over it with more of the grass. Just trying to get as many patterns in there and as much depth as possible. Make it look nice, break it up. This is my first time really doing this, so I'm learning myself as I'm going through here, and just about done, and I'll have to show you how it looks. Going through here, adding some lighter to it. I kind of got it darker than I wanted, so I'm going back and just adding some more detailed. Forgot to get the lid, so went over the lid with some of the lighter color. And there it is, the final product. I'm pretty happy with the way it came out. I mean, it looks fairly camo, 3D camo. For my first time, it's not too bad. I just got to put a cushion on the top and I'll be set.